About 2 years ago in the summer of 2020, I initially shut down my Amazon business as I couldn't get inventory. Luckily, about a year and a half ago, I restarted it, and as of the last 12 months to the day, I've done over $2 million worth of sales. Luckily, I got going back with that. In today's video, I'm talking about everything that went into that decision, getting going and scaling and doing $2 million worth of sales in the last 12 months. So I hope you stick around for the entire video. I'm going to give away a free lead at the end. I think this will be a pretty valuable video for anyone either considering getting into this or looking to grow aggressively the way I did. So make sure to subscribe. Thanks a lot. Let's get into the video. Here inside my screen, prior to getting into the video, I do want to advertise some other free educational content I have. So linked in the description, we have our free Discord with over 29,000 members in now, as well as I've been posting 3 videos a week on YouTube for a while. So definitely check that out. Additionally, as well as checking out some of the different podcasts we have on the Buy Box Bandits. So we're doing Buy Box Bandits for, I think, about 9 months by now. So we have 65 plus episodes, so make sure you check that out. Buy Box Bandits right up here as well. So checking out the presentation on 2 million sales in the last 12 months. You can see beautiful $2,308.50 in sales. That's a lot of items. Love to see that. It's so interesting as well looking at the chart of how it actually went down. You can see, so up until about September of 2021, I was only merch filling products, hence why right here in late July, early August, I went on vacation. That's why my sales went way down. And then you can see I started figuring it out right in late August, early September. On that, went down a little bit when I was transitioning everything to FBA, and then really skyrocketed here getting into December Q4. Obviously, I'm gonna have some 50K sales days this year, which is crazy because that's more than I did in entire months about a year ago. All that stuff. It's pretty cool seeing that grow and everything. Naturally, with the Q1. Slow down a little bit because everyone buys stuff so cheap during Black Friday, during Christmas, and the demand slows down in January because the holidays aren't going on. Stuff happens on stuff, and then eventually just been building it up ever since. Was a little bit down in June, which was completely my fault, as I was just not getting what I needed to be done from an inventory perspective, and then up a lot as of late with back to school kind of getting going here in mid-July, getting into early August. I should be able to do over 300K of sales in August, which will be pretty cool. Make an update video if we make that happen on stuff. But yeah, I source only, keep on SellerAmp, get a free trial of SellerAmp on that, and just want to talk about 3 big things that helped me do that 2 million in sales in 12 months here. So the first one is networking. I cannot understate this enough. So like I said at the start of the video, I'd stopped selling on Amazon mid 2020, and in February 2021 I was watching a Gary Vee video, and he was like, you better be responding to all your comments. And I was still building the personal brand at the time. I was still building Fools for Miles and different stuff. I was trying to build like a Facebook ads agency, all that. And I was like, Gary, I'm not just going to comment back to everyone. I'm going to DM everyone. And luckily, I ended up DMing this guy, Garrett, here. And we just were vibing. I had already known some of these other guys. Basically, these guys in this picture, we had a group chat for almost 2 years, actually, at this point. And everything. And I was lucky enough to be able to meet a lot of them at these guys, Taylor and Romer's event last August. They had like an Amazon Sellers Conference in Miami, which is pretty cool. So it was great to meet them. But I think so many people sleep on networking, being that this is a purely online business, right? It's really difficult to find people in person to talk to about this stuff and everything. So you have to find people online. Luckily, it's completely free to do that, and still almost no one does it. All these guys in this picture put themselves out there, got to know other people on social media and everything, and good things have happened, right? Everyone's made progress as a byproduct of it. Like, very little can go wrong when you have friends you can bounce ideas off of, you can share stuff with and everything. Because when you go singular, you might be able to go fast. When you go together, you can really go far. I botched the quote, but that's a famous quote that I really like. I don't know who it's from and everything. So so many sellers sleep on networking, making content. What's great is it's completely free. It's completely free to comment on someone's photo and say thanks for the tip, or to DM and say, hey, I see you're doing this. I think this will help as well, right? It's completely free to do that, and almost no one does it. And I can as a personal anecdote, I can tell you it's very helpful on stuff. So I think that's really helpful. A lot of these guys in this picture, I originally met by just like, we would comment back and forth, get on a phone call, Zoom call, different stuff like that. And good things will happen. I can say actually prior to this event, I've been on I met Taylor through Instagram, met Warner through a cold DM, Garrett through a cold DM. Danny and I actually went to high school together, but everyone else I literally just met through Instagram. John right here, actually 3 years ago in July, right when I had started, I was still posting on Flips and Miles, and I was posting pictures like thrift stores I was in, sourcing books and all that. And John actually saw one of his thrift stores, and then we got together that week. It's pretty cool on that. In terms of sourcing, so networking is obviously a non-tangible part of things. Sourcing is tangible, and I think most people source far too much, overcomplicate things, and work way harder because they do it alone. It's a little bit of a strong statement, but I do a lot of my sourcing with friends, right? So naturally, I get to source less and make more because I have stuff coming to me, right? We have a finite amount of capital. Luckily, though, there's a fairly infinite amount of people to get to know on stuff. And when you can, build a little bit of a team or a mastermind or something like that, which is what I did last February and last March in 2021, in that group, we've done over 10 million in sales, pretty close, if not 10 million of sales combined. Just the 3 guys that do the podcast with and my buddy Jake, 2 guys that do the podcast with my buddy Jake. I literally only source using SellerAmp and Keepa right here. It's super simple. SellerAmp, Keepa, reverse sourcing. That last Friday, a few days ago, I was on Zoom with some of my friends. We were sourcing some back to school items together. I cannot understate how important that is, and I don't know why more of you guys don't do it, considering it's completely free to get to know other Amazon sellers. But take advantage of, make some content, right? You can tag me. I'll probably repost it on my story if you tag me, right? And naturally, you'll gain some followers like that, or whatever, or the SellerAmp account. But naturally, like, it's completely free to get to know other Amazon sellers, and no one really does it because they think it's a finite opportunity. They think it's not a positive sum game. Trust me, it is on stuff. Okay, this is important. So low-hanging fruit and the most underrated sourcing metric. So as I've scaled, my profit margin's gone down, but I made way more profit overall, right? This year, I'm averaging over $20,000 worth of profit a month, yet my margin's lower than it was last year. And I'm completely fine with that because I'm making much more overall. The return of my capital is more important than the return on my capital at this point. The more I learn, the more I source, the more low-hanging fruit I see. And sure, what if it's 10% net margin? That's fine with me, considering I'm still churning my money 20% a month, 25% a month, all that. And the most underrated sourcing metric is how easy it is to get more of them, right? If it's a 20% ROI, but I can get hundreds every month and sell hundreds every month, and I have at that buy cost, I have been able to the last 6 months, last year. Of course, there's good inclination. It's gonna, be that case moving forward. And the secret behind that is that I don't buy from big websites. I don't buy from Walmart. I don't buy from Target. I buy stuff strictly using coupons. That's complicated and hard to find, and that's why I'm rewarded in the longevity of these items right here. Oh, and that. So if that makes sense, right? So I work a lot harder to find items by grinding coupons, by selling stuff with variations from smaller websites, all that. And yeah, just lastly, kind of like a bonus thing right here before we get into the free lead we're going to look at. My first million in sales took 9 months, and the second million in sales took only 6 months, right? And now I'm well beyond 2 million in total sales, and it's 2 million the last 12 months. All now that being seen, so this was my sales from February, like late February to mid-December of last year, and then year to date so far, I think I'm at like 1.2 million on that, hence why the trailing. And you guys can see from my sales right here, and that a lot of that was the last part of the year because you learn so much more. Like there's another good quote I like that's like you overestimate what you do in a day and you underestimate what you can do in a year. That's true as well, in that if you could tell me 2 years ago I would be exactly here, would my original self be proud of what I'm doing now? Absolutely. I would have done the exact same thing. Like all the not sure if it would work, late nights, whatever you want to say, getting woken up by FaceTime from my friends with free leads. Every single time, yes, if on stuff I could get here today. So I hope that was helpful. Let's take a look at a free lead that can be the first item you purchase if you're watching this video and looking to get your first item started. Right here, check this out. Okay. So right here, these are 49, right? And I love stuff with variations because we can see, if we go down, we can see BSR is 19K. Let's pull the trailing average, data, product details right here. We can see 90-day average, 25K right here. Let's see what variations are moving the quickest. Okay, 27 on the blacks, mainly some of the grays a little lower, 4%, 3%, 7% right here. But if you go here, we can see that these are, they're still moving, looking at the Keepa chart. And the competition is really low as well, right here. And so I think we're on a size 6, but some of these other ones work as well. We can see these are 29, and on this site right here, they are $19.99. Perfect example. Don't even need a coupon on stuff. Right here, so 20, so let's call it 22 if you're paying sales tax, maybe 21 depending on what state you live in. That is a beautiful ROI right there, assuming you're matching the buy box right here. 73%. And let's say a bunch of people watch it from this video and it goes down. Let's say it goes to 43. We're still making money on that. And who knows, right? The competition's so low on this that if you go here, data, buy box stats, 4% of the sales are a merchant filled seller. So maybe you can merchant fill this and do a risk free, and that you return it if anything goes wrong. No buy box on this one. I'm not scared of that. Let's see if there's any MF. Right, yeah, okay. Second seller's MF right on that. We can see the SellerAmp in terms of the floor right here. Most people only have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Check out some of these other sizes as well. 40. I don't think that would make sense to me, mainly these smaller size. Just want to give away some free game and show an example. Okay, size 8's good as well on that. So thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in growing your online arbitrage business quickly the way I have, feel free to check out the link in the description and book a call for my coaching program, and you can apply for that if you're interested. I make you answer a bunch of questions right here to make sure if you're serious, make sure you actually want to do this, and all that. But yeah, if you're interested in scaling with my help, me reviewing your buys, us getting together weekly, all that, check that link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's do another 2 million in sales.